You have to learn how to handle loss. The sooner you become comfortable with taking L's, the better off you're going to be. Everybody comes up short sometime. Everybody fucks up. On the pathway to success, there will be failures. There will be setbacks. It comes with the game. The problem is not everyone has it in them to admit when these things happen. Instead, they dig their heels in and deny reality. And 9 times out of 10, it only makes things worse and more painful. More often than not, a person's inability to graciously take an L ends up being more embarrassing than the L itself. It amplifies the consequences.
Thoughts on what you just read?
I agree with it 100%.
When it comes to, go ahead.
I would say to be successful, you gotta be cool with failure, because ain't nobody successful. Ain't nobody successful never not failed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really put that. But like, ain't nobody successful ain't never failed before. Everybody who's successful and failed before. Yeah, I'm gonna just say it like that.
Now, what about you? Okay, biggest failure you've experienced so far in your life?
In music?
Could be in music, could be outside of music. Yeah.
I done took a lot of L's, bro. I don't even know how to count them.
Is there one that just takes the cake, though? Is there an L that
because it's like, shit, when I take L's, I take them to the chin and keep going. Because it's like, I'm used to it. I'm used to taking L's, and I know it's a part of the process. So when I take L's, I don't really just put one more than the other one, because it's like, they all just L's to me. Like, it just be like, shit, this is another stepping stone to me getting to where I'm going.
How do you bounce back?
I don't know, I'm just resilient. Like, this shit I just figured it out.
Now, when you see this book from Rick Ross, what does this mean to you? I know this is your first time you're seeing this, but just looking at the book, the title of the book, what does this mean to you, if anything?
Just reading a little passage, I want to fuck with it. I want to see what the rest of the book talking about. But this looks like a good book though. And I know Ross, like I know he got some shit to talk about. Like you know what I'm saying? I know he coming with some shit in there.
Do you know Rick Ross personally?
Nah, I don't know him personally.
Ever met him?
Nah. There's one nigga I ain't never met.
What's your opinion of him?
I fuck with him. He hard. He doing big shit.
Now, when it comes to reading, do you read at all?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I don't know. I ain't never been no reader. Like, I ain't even read in school for real. Like, I don't know.
Just curious, when you have read, has there been a book that ever changed your life?
Nah. I ain't never read no book. Like, we used to have to read books in school and shit. I ain't even read them. Like, I just stand there go watch the movie or get the answers from somebody else or something. Like, I ain't never read a book for real.
How did that hold up when you would watch the movie instead of reading the book? Did that work?
It ain't work. Like, it was just like on some shit, like, I'd be like, man, I ain't trying to fail. Like, I ain't trying to, like, get no zero, so I'ma just watch the movie or ask somebody else or some shit, and I'll just probably get like I'll probably still get like a low-ass grade, but it's better than the zero. Like, I just be on shit, like, cause I'm gonna get some of this shit right. I already be knowing, like, the book ain't exactly like the movie. So I already be knowing, like, some of this shit gonna be wrong. I would just be like, I'm finna just, whatever I get right, it's better than nothing. On some shit.
Because I'm sure you're not the only one that's thought that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Like,
might be somebody contemplating, should I watch the movie, read the book, or what? So just because you've experienced that, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, see, me, like, on some book shit, like, what class you read book in? Like, English?
That could be one, yeah. History, maybe.
Nah, I think on class we had to read books in with English. So, like, English, like, that shit, everything else in English come natural for me, like, you know what I'm saying, knowing how to spell shit and grammar and all that. Like, I know how to do all that shit naturally. But, like, reading, I can't fuck with it.
When it comes to English class, this might not be for everybody, right? Schools are different, but I'm thinking, like, back in my day, it might have been the story of Romeo and Juliet. That might have been a book.
Yeah, I mean,
that
I
was
think
supposed to read, but there are several movies of it that are out.
exactly. So you ain't gotta watch it. Everybody know the Romeo and Juliet. It might ask you specific shit, like some little small details in the junk that you ain't gonna know if you don't read it. But that's about it.
Do you remember what it was back in your day when you had to read the book but you watched the movie instead?
What was my what?
Back in your day, do you have an example of that, if you can remember? Or
Beowulf. We had to read Beowulf. I watched the movie.
and how'd you end up
Well, I
doing that?
did that with every one of them though.
Oh, you did.
They're just the only one that stand out. They're just the only one that stand out in my head right now. But every book I had to read, I watched the movie.
Just curious there.
Or I ain't do shit. Or either I watched the movie or I just got the answer from somebody else. I ain't never just read the book though.
And for time reference, it's September 2021 now.